Always remember, it don't matter how your life started. It don't matter what you went through. You can get it all back. You can make it all yours. Stay hungry. Stay vigilant. Stay pushing forward. Go get it. Life ain't never been a fairy tale.
I'm honored for this one. I told you, like, I'm a diehard Packers fan, man. Like, to the core, like don't talk to me if they lose. As you can, it's a rough season right now, man. So I gotta kind of like meditate on this one. You know what I mean?
They growing.
Yeah, it's just growing pains, man. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to introduce the one and only James Starks. When we needed a running back in 2010, this guy came out of nowhere, rookie, and just started tearing it up. December 5th, right?
Yeah,
man, December 5th. I remember me and my buddy Al Mecca, man. That's my other diehard Packer fan. We watched like every game together. And I remember us just sitting back and just watching you go nuts. Like, oh, this Starks guy is killing it.
Yeah.
What was that like, man? Because you went from being on the bench basically all year long, not because you couldn't play, but because you were of an injury, right?
Yeah. So I was on pup, so I only could like watch the games, and there was certain games I couldn't be on the field just because of like regulations and stuff of the league. But I was on pup for a while, man. I couldn't get my hamstring right for nothing, like because I had missed my whole senior year in college, and then I'll say I really didn't have. I forgot how to practice pretty much. So I came out there like, man, I got to earn my spot. I'm trying to get it. I'm going full speed every play. Wasn't really like a practice player and popped my joint. So that kind of sidelined me. I was trying to heal it the whole time. Yeah.
So you were trying to make sure you secured that spot. And in the process, you kind of banged yourself up.
Yeah. I was trying to.
you were an aggressive running back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, put your
I'm running hard, bro. I'm running hard, bro. Like that's how I've always been, man. I'm not really afraid of no contact. Like you gonna get hit. I'm trying to get it, bro. I was just, you know what I mean. I'm out there running. I'm having a good time. I love football, so it's a passion, you know. And then there's other kids from where I'm from looking up to me. They want to see what I can do, so I'm trying to get them hope, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not just playing for myself. So I ran with a purpose, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It is wild because I was thinking last night, you know, I think about this path to greatness, right? And like you literally on your path to greatness had to run full speed at somebody else who was running full speed at you.
Exactly.
I mean,
not a lot of people.
What's that even like?
Man. It's not a lot of people built for it, man. It's just something that we've grown up with, you know, from cataract, little league football to playing toss-up tackle in the back of Unity Park with my friends, you know what I'm saying, tennis cans, whatever it was. Just being a kid, we always was running around. We always was hitting each other, you know what I'm saying? So it was, for me, it was like I'm getting a dream come true, man. I'm going to try to make the most of it. So I wasn't afraid of that path. You know what I'm saying? I ran head first. Like I ran head first. Like, no, I didn't care, bro. Like I'm going straight at it, you know? So that's why I ran, bro. Yeah.
Man, I forget what game it was. Cause there was one game somebody actually came in helmet to helmet on you and they end up down in the ground.
The Redskins game.
Yeah.
The Redskins. Yeah.
I'm like,
the
man,
Redskins
this dude.
Game. Yeah. I like. He can hit though. You know what I mean? He just got Ed. He just got Ed, and you know what I'm saying. I was like, man, he coming. I'm gonna go down with him. You know, I just got the best of him at that time, man. Football different is a dangerous sport. You know, people trying to hurt you, so you gotta protect yourself.
Right. Yeah, so let's just start let's start at the beginning for a minute before we dive too much into like, you know, the heroics. Because there's always those humble beginnings, right? Tell me about yours. Like what led you to want to play football? 'Cause I know you're from Niagara Falls, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Niagara Falls, New York. Yep.
Gotcha. What led you to want to play football and just start trying to really embark on this dream?
I kind of wanted to help my mom. You know what I'm saying? Single mom, 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? Struggle. You know, just like everybody else struggle, we have a struggle too. You know what I'm saying? A small city. Right. Everybody know everybody, have a lot of talent within the city, but everybody, you know, either take a different path, you know, whether it's the streets or something, you know what I'm saying, or they don't make it, just kind of give up on college. Like, never really seen nothing outside of the Niagara Falls area, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to kind of give people hope, like we can do it too. You know, we see everybody from, you know, whether it's Texas or Atlanta or somewhere, you know, it seemed like you never see nobody from Niagara Falls, you know what I mean? Right. And so to kind of change that demographic, like, man, you can make it. It don't matter that we from this small city, people not watching us, you know what I mean? We got to come together, kind of, you know what I'm saying, give hope to it, to put a light on it, shine light on it. If I do what I need to do, you know, I can't do it by myself, but maybe it'll lead a generation to see, like, yeah, we can do it. Right. So I guess it was just, my humble beginnings was pretty much just the struggle of what I seen my mom going through, trying to get her out of it, and then even my city, just seeing what how things were going for the city in general, like no hope type of thing. I wanted to be able to be that shining light type of thing.
Man, that's deep. And it's funny you say that, because when you think Niagara Falls, all you think about is the falls, you know?
Yeah.
You don't think about a lot of people coming from there.
You don't like, that's the thing, you know, everybody think about, you know, Niagara Falls in general, you know, like you come there, it's like a wonder of the world. So the first thing you think is, Canada, you know what I mean? And then you say, you're from Niagara Falls, from Canada, but right on the other side, you know, you got Niagara Falls for real. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's a impoverished neighborhood, a very poor city. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, my family and, you know, my brother doing work, St. Quentin starts with all kind of youth programs and things like that.
Man, that's deep.
Yeah, like we trying to build it, give these kids some hope. Let them see outside of Niagara Falls. Let them see that they can make it too. You know, it don't matter who you are. It's like you gotta have the will to kind of want to win, kind of do what you want to do. So I mean, it's a small part of the city, bro. Not a lot of people know about Niagara Falls.
Yeah. We actually got something in common, because where I'm from, all you know about us is what we have too. I'm from Canton, Ohio, and all you know is the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's all you know. Other than that, it's I can't say. I mean, the city is, they're trying to rebuild the city, and the Hall of Fame is really helping out, and all the new money that the NFL has been giving is helping out. But you know, when I was young, the city was full of 100,000 people. It's like 70,000 now. So it's kind of it's not in its best shape. There's a lot of crime and stuff like that. So I understand what you're saying, man. And it's like there's a lot of people who really don't see past that if they don't have something or somebody in their life showing them that other view.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what it is. I know a little bit about, you know, Cleveland a little bit, just because we were always playing in there, because I played in the MAC. So we playing everybody in like, y'all have got what, 8 teams or something like that, college like MAC teams or something like that, 4 or 5, something.
It's crazy, I'm not sure the exact count, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, y'all got a lot. So in the MAC, pretty much like Cleveland, a lot of y'all schools are within the MAC conference. So we're playing y'all a lot. You know what I'm saying?
So you were down there a lot when you played for Buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I read a stat last night. It said you were in the conference, you were the first running back to have back-to-back 1,000 yards. Yep. Was it for the conference or was it for your school, or both?
It was for my school and the conference. I think I was up for like the Doak Walker Award and everything, bro. I didn't play my senior year, and I was up there with Dexter, McCluster, and all of those guys.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was a MAC school, so that was the first time people kind of like seen that. And then I had spring game right before my senior year. I had like 3 touchdowns. I kind of dove and reached out and popped out my labrum and all of that stuff, so I had to get surgery and all of that. So I sidelined the whole year because of it, brother.
That's actually one of the questions I was going to ask you. Like, on this path to greatness, those ups and downs, man, those joys, those fears. How did it feel knowing you had to sit out your senior year? Because that's like important. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, my pastors or whatever, my uncles are pastors. So like, I'm always my granny, rest in peace. She always had us in church. My mama tried to keep us in church and stuff, praying family. And so a lot of times when I was going through whatever I was going through, my uncles was in my ear, giving me advice, and then I had a good support staff as far as my family who I still talk to this day. But
man, praise God for that.
They definitely, it's different because like once you get certain places and stuff, your family really don't, you hear all of these stories and stuff, but I had a like solid foundation, through God, you know what I'm saying? And so I prayed a lot in those times and, I was able to get through it. It wasn't like it wasn't hard and I didn't go through things and thoughts, but you know what I'm saying? Mentally, I was always prayed up, you know what I'm saying? So I stayed.
That's dope.
Yeah, I stayed focused, man, and I just kept going, bro. I never really gave up, even though sometimes you feel like, man, dang, man, again, like,
Right.
But I just kept going through it.
Man, that's dope. You say that because I have something I always tell like friends and family and tell myself when I'm going through troubling times. It's like, don't miss an opportunity to get more resilient and to get more faith and to get more stronger, because when you get down and out, it's like it's easy to feel that way, but you're also wasting an opportunity to level up.
Exactly. You know
what I mean?
You might have missed your shot because you gave up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So keep going through it. Let it take his path, because while you building right there, that little stage where it's like, man, I'm about to give up. You keep going, bro. That be the step to kind of like get you past that. You know what I mean? But when you get past that step, actually, bro, you better because you went through all of this under here. So it's just like now you because you went through all of this, you're able to stay here at a high level. And then you're going to face challenges once you get here. You get what I'm saying? So like, I always push through it when things seem tough, and then like, situations that, God may have you going through because you might be a strong soldier for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to go through that, but you can't handle where he wants you at. So he kind of puts you through this path on the way to get there type of thing. You get what I'm saying? And once he see you ready, boom, another blessing. And then you're a blessing to be a blessing to others. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can't give you all of what you want. I'm going to get you all of what you can handle right now, because this is all you can handle. But if you keep going, building your faith, keep constantly praying, getting in those situations, and you see you using and you being a soldier for him, more blessings just stack. They keep stacking. You know what I'm saying? So like doors are open. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people hit me up, call me, whatever. I don't bother nobody. You get what I'm saying? I'm always doing something for somebody or whatever, and it's not because I want something from somebody. It's more so to constantly help people and love people and show people like everybody is not bad. Everybody not to get out to get you. You know what I'm saying? A different kind of demographic. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I could tell that about you because when I was sick this week, I was like sick, man. I was like, man, I don't want to shift the days because I don't want to miss the opportunity. You know what I mean? You're like, man, I'm not going you just get some rest. I'm like, man, that's dope. And you probably knew where my head was at, thinking like most people, some people would just be like, I can't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, bro. I
appreciate that.
I'm an open book, man. Take care of yourself, man. Health is important, bro. Mental health is important. Physical health is important, man. That stuff is important, bro.
Right. So you went from not playing your last year in college to literally like almost fast forward running for 52 yards in the Super Bowl to beat the Steelers.
Yeah. And my dad is Super Bowls fan, bro. He like my dad is a Steelers fan, bro.
Oh, okay.
I promise you, he is a Steelers fan. So when he was there and we actually won, bro, I didn't know if he was crying because we beat his team or if he was happy for me. You know what I'm saying? But I just clown with him like that, but I know he was happy for me for real. But yeah, bro, all the way from not playing at all to the Super Bowl is crazy for me, bro.
It was like you started December 5th, and it was on after that.
It was, man. I was ready. You know, I set out all that time, and all I was looking for was an opportunity. Let me get an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I only got like my whole career seemed like I dealt with adversity, right? I set out the first season, just because of injuries, not knowing how to practice and stuff like that. So you got the media or whatever slandering you and stuff. Hey, he injured, he whatever. Mind you, I only got hurt like one time in college, maybe once or twice my whole years there. And then I played with the injuries, you know what I'm saying? And then I came there and that happened. So I missed sideline my college years, just my senior year. And then when I went to the league, it's like, boom, that was like my third injury ever, you know what I mean? And so it's like, oh, he injury prone. So I'm like, oh gosh. So I had all of the media in my ear and stuff like that. So I had to, I had to bounce back in the situation. You know what I'm saying? I had to, I stayed praying and stuff, and I had to lock in. You know what I mean? So I got in this tunnel vision, like, hey, when I'm back, and I'm gonna show everybody like who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, make yourself undeniable, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I say you did make yourself undeniable because, I mean, the average turnaround in the NFL is 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get the Greenbay Packers to buy into you for 6-7 years, I mean that says a lot, bro. I mean,
Thank you, bro.
They're not no ordinary team. I mean, you were there during. I mean, we were a solid team every single year.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Made the playoffs. We made the playoffs. Like, you know, a lot of people don't see what you see. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man. I was there for 7 years. So that means I had two to three contracts signed with them, you know, for 2-year deals, 2-year deal, you know what I mean? And man. I mean, that's hard to do anywhere, right? You go to any team, that's tough. So like that's why I said I'm blessed, bro. I just hit between the cracks, nickel and dime, you know what I'm saying? And kind of able to help people, you know, pray with people. I was able to do God's work while I was still there and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I was chilling, man, enjoying myself, being able to help my family, and I'm playing a game I love. I'm able to leave there with my sanity, stuff like that. So blessed, bro. I'm blessed, bro.
Man, that's awesome. Because back to the turnover in football. I mean, there's guys we drafted. I say we. You know, I've been a Packers fan since I was 6.
That's how my man talk.
Look, when my dad took me to the Hall of Fame when I was 6, he told me pick something off of this wall. And for some reason, my dad's a Browns fan. I'm in Browns country. I picked the Packers flag, and ever since then, it's just been on, man. And here we are, right?
Hey, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. There's a lot of Packers fans everywhere, though, man.
Yeah.
Like my guy, Foster Ali is what I call him, but he been a Packers fan before I even got drafted to him. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
So Packers and the Bills fans, like within my family, is kind of like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's wild that I actually went to one of those teams.
Right. Yeah. Did you want to play for the Bills growing up since you were from the area?
My nana is a Bills fan. Rest in peace.
Okay.
She actually was a Bills fan, diehard Bills fan, and the Bills actually called me. Like I'll say, right before the Packers picked me up, was like, we're gonna pick you with the next pick, and the Packers called me and actually picked me up. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
Wow. You know what though? I mean, it would have been a different story playing for like the hometown, but at the same time, it worked out for you because I mean the Bills, they're cooking now, but back then they weren't really talking about much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But back
and they had Marshawn too. You know what I'm saying? I think they had Marshawn at the time.
At that point?
I think they had Marshawn them. Yeah. And Marshawn was just leaving. I think he was just transferring to Seattle.
Man, I forgot he was even over there with the Bills.
Yeah, bro. He was killing, too. He was killing.
Man, they got rid of him?
You said what?
That's crazy. I said they got rid of him?
It was a different situation, though, for him back then. You know, like in Buffalo, he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? And you know Marshawn is very blunt about stuff. So, And Buffalo, like, hey, well, if you don't want to be here, you know what I'm saying? Buffalo different too. So it's like they just wasn't working with each other. And then Marshawn went to Seattle and still did his thing. So he was killing there too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Back to talking about guys not getting a lot of time. I mean, there's guys the Packers just drafted 2-3 years ago who just got released last week, for the punt returns. You know what I mean? I don't want to put anybody on blast or anything, so I'm not here for that. But I know the Packers, man. Look, they don't play no games. If you mess up, you up out of there.
Cutthroat, right?
I've seen so many punt returners get cut the next day.
Hey,
you've been on some of the teams have seen that.
I've seen it tons of times, bro. And it's like you in camp with these guys and stuff, bro. It's a tricky world. Like a lot of people talk about business in general. That's why people come out the league is like they can work anywhere, bro. Because you talk about cutthroat, always competing in everything you do, being prepared, being on time, following the schedule, and then critiquing yourself along there and being able to explain yourself anything. The league is basically teaching you that, bro. It's teaching you that, and it's at its highest level. And if you don't do something good for 2 weeks, 3 days, or 3 days, and 2 days, whatever, you gone. And I'm seeing friends leave, and it's like, this is how they eat and feeding their kids and stuff, and you gone, like, and they'll bring somebody in the next day. So I've seen so many people leave, bro, and like still friends with some, and I'm like, oh gosh, bro. And I know they situations and stuff, so it's tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, cutthroat.
Yeah, and especially depending on what kind of contract you got when you were there, how many contracts you got. Not everybody have the ability to save or whatever like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I know even some guys that were from the city. Who were on the NFL team for a couple of years. They got a contract and stuff, but they, for whatever reason, they weren't there long. You know what I mean? So, hey, 6-7 years,
blessing.
That's veteran time for real.
Blessing, for real, bro.
Yeah. So, just to talk about the path to greatness, man. Like, just mentally, emotionally, spiritually. How did it feel to 2 questions? How did it feel to really reach like the pinnacle of this dream? Because you did. I mean, I see the picture you in the airplane with the trophy, man. You went from not playing to being. Look, I'll just flat out say this. Now, mind you, every player mattered in that Super Bowl run, but you are one of those players. Like, if we did not have you, we do not win the Super Bowl that year. I mean, that's facts. We had no running game for like 5 years. Something crazy like that.
I was, bro, when we first went to Texas or whatever, Dallas, and we were about to play, like when you go to the hotel, they put pictures up of like the star players. So I'm like, you go there, I'm seeing Drive, I think Rogers up there, Aaron, and I keep looking. I'm like, oh shoot, like, is that me right there? Like, I'm a rookie, so I'm like, oh, I'm on the hotel, like I'm taking pictures. I got all of it. Yeah.
Man,
so
I got chills you saying that. Like,
hey, bro, I was over. Man, I was so happy, bro. I'm like, I'm a kid, bro, from Niagara Falls, New York, a city, bro. You talk about giving hope. People being able to see this. My family about to come and see me on a hotel window. I don't care if they wash it off next week, whatever.
Yeah, man, that's a wild. That's gotta be a wild feeling, man.
Yeah, man, and you gotta think it's like it was only like 6. It might have been 6 people up there, maybe 7. So I'm like, Clay and them gonna be up there. Like, I'm not thinking I'm gonna be up there. So to see me up there, I was like, yo, like, that was my first shock. I was like, the Super Bowl, I was thinking about the Super Bowl, because we have a few weeks to, kind of train up there or whatever. So when I seen it, I was like, oh gosh, bro. Like,
and it was just up there until the game happened. It was all week long.
Yes, bro.
Man.
Yes.
Man.
That was like a shock for me right there alone. And so that whole time I'm soaking in everything, man.
Right.
I'm enjoying myself. Like I'm a kid, like in the candy shop at that time. I'm everywhere, bro. Anywhere we can go. I didn't ever experience this. Like, this probably like my first time ever being in, Texas. Like, I'm about to go out there. I'm having fun, bro.
Right. Man, that's dope, man. I'm happy for you, man. You earned it though, man, because I mean, you put in work, man. I know there was like a 45 game drought. Packers didn't have a 100-yard running game.
Yeah.
And you tore it up against was it the Chargers?
I don't was it what it was it was my rookie year still?
I don't know. I think this might have been the next year. Because it was like a 45.
Redskins, it was the Redskins. It was kind of like the third year or something. I think that was the third year, and I don't think I was because I had a few injuries, and then I think they were about to let me go at that point, but I ended up having a great camp. You know what I'm saying? Because I was injured back to back or whatever, and I was splitting time. I think at that time with Ed or somebody. Yeah. And so I think Ed got hurt, and then I came in and I kind of just took over that.
Facts. Game. That's what it was. Yeah.
That was grind season 2 right there.
Yeah, that was a whole nother level too. You'd already won a ring, but that was another level to prove yourself again, man. Because they brought in Eddie Lacy. He was supposed to be this dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. As dope stuff. Another question I had was like, I'm watching you. Like I was going through some highlights the other day. I'm watching you and like, man, you were agile and just very aggressive, and like you can just see the confidence when you're moving out there. How did it feel to be at your best on that highest tier of play in the industry?
I think I tell any young boy too, just that I speak to, you look at any football player stuff on TV or whatever, they give them like 20 extra pounds. You know what I'm saying? And so I might look bigger than I really am. Like I'm a pretty big dude. Like not everybody, the TV ain't lying for everybody, but some they are. But no matter how big you are, you know what I'm saying? It's all about what's in your chest. You know what I'm saying? And it's the dog in you, right? And so when I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm enjoying myself. Like, even though it was a job and I can get cut at any time, in my head, I'm always thinking, like, if that's what God wants, then that's going to happen regardless. So even though I had pressure on me, I'm always calm in those kind of situations. So when I'm able to perform and do all of those things, it's because I'm relaxed and I'm enjoying myself, man. A lot of these sports is fun, and I think kids take the fun out of everything now. But for me, at that stage, bro, that's why I'm out there moving in confidence and stuff, bro. I'm trying to have fun, bro. I'm enjoying myself for real. Like, I love this right here. So I'm blessed to be here. That's why I ran like that, bro. I'm really free out there.
I could tell. I mean, you was every time you had the ball, man. You was feeling yourself. You were completely confident in your capabilities. You know what I mean? So the motto at Boss Code is greatness is a decision. If you can't tell, that's our motto. That's what we have a clothing line too. So I got the shirts. Greatness is a decision. Anyway, it's basically just about it's about finding the greatness of your being, whether you want to be the best parent, athlete, business person, best person for God, whatever you want to be. It's all about that tunnel vision and finding that path. And I guess on that path, what has been you said a lot about coming from a praying family, you prayed yourself, but what are some other advice you would give someone as far as just like harnessing in their greatness and being able to make that decision? Because those decisions are the difference between, you going out December 5th and having a heck of a game and not having a heck of a game. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I guess it's pretty simple for me. I think like I'm now mind you, I'm not a perfect person. Like I still have faults. I still do wrong. I still done wrong, right? But one thing I could say is I've always prayed, like I told you, and I always kept God first, right? And I might not be where He want me at yet, but I try to be the best person I can be. But there's mad distractions. So I would just say keeping God first really got me far, bro. And staying prayed up, and then a lot of the times just being a good person, bro. Like everybody now, you look at the young kids back at home or whatever. Everyone is, I want to be this. I want to pull out this and, rapper or whatever, and we all talking about killing one another. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's not what life is about, bro. When you live in life in its fullest, like, you chilling with family, you having barbecues, you grilling, you out here playing kickball, tennis cans, whatever. The times where, you might get in an argument, but you're not trying to take nobody's life. Now you got to watch everything around you and and so what I'm saying about that is, like, just live life, keep God first, and be kind to everybody, bro. Help everybody that you can help. Don't go help out your means, but help everybody, bro. Show somebody some kind of love, man. It goes a long way. It stretch far. And, bro, while you doing what you're doing, you able to enjoy it, because everybody, if you look at me, everybody on that team, they knew me, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't asked them for nothing. I never will, but I'm truly your friend, bro. It's not a lot of people that can depend on people like that, or really have a person that just genuinely wish the best for you, bro. So that stretch a long way, just being kind, bro. For real.
Yeah, man, that's real. So basically just be a good person, be true.
Yeah, and everybody ain't gonna like you, but shoot, they ain't meant to. Everybody not right in the head, but you still love them. Ain't that what Jesus did?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You said it right.
You love.
Truth, man, truth. I've been doing music for a long time, and I remember when I decided. I mean, a long time ago, I decided this, because I come from a Christian household. My dad always had us doing Bible studies and praying, and that's the type of stuff I do with my kids and family now. So it's that's what we do. You know what I mean? So we put God first. But so there was decisions I made early on to, like, not cuss in my music and not use the N-word in my music, because for some reason when I was young and just, I guess, influenced, I felt like, you just start writing music, you feel like you're supposed to say that.
Yeah.
And then I remember times when I was 14 when I literally studied the dictionary all summer long. Like, why am I studying the dictionary but then using these other words, when I'm fully equipped with these large words, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people used to criticize sometimes, oh, you need to cuss in your music and stuff like that.
Because it sounds too weak, or
that's wild, right? But the people who criticize, like, other rappers, like, I would always achieve more to them. You know what I mean? I always had more connections at venues and more whatever. You know what I mean? Because it was just God's love. I'm not taking the. I'm not saying it's because of me. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I did something I felt God was telling me to do, and He always blessed me in return. Like, okay, like being young and wanting to be artists in my city. I remember the repository is our city newspaper, but they did a story on me. And the first thing she wanted to do is let me hear your music. Now, had I been cussing and saying all this other stuff, they probably wouldn't have put me on there. But it just opened a lot of opportunities when I start, listening to what God wanted out of my life and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's why I said congrats, bro. What you just told me, that stretch a long way. You know what I mean? The fact that you started something, you stuck to it, you seen the path. It probably was hiccups there, you know what I'm saying? But look where you are now. Drag On, I remember Drag On and all of them, you know what I'm saying? We grew up off of Jada Kiss, and Jada came to my party, you know what I'm saying? So I kept it like New York.
Okay.
I see Benny the Butcher and all of them boys blowing up, that's right in the backyard. So it's like, I listen to music. I like
Buffalo,
music.
Right?
Yeah, they from Buffalo. So Griselda, all of that. So I'm like, for me, my family in Buffalo, all of that. So like when I stayed in Buffalo, that was a lot of it too, right? To give people hope. Look at all of the hope he giving the people, you know what I'm saying? And he lyrically gifted, you know what I'm saying? So he can use his words as power, or he can use his words as destruction, for the generation. And so when you look at it, are you sending a message? This is what I was, and then this is what I'm trying to do. Whatever it is, he still got a platform, but God can handle that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cheering for him, right? Because the beginnings, everyone had them humbling beginnings, and some people's is a lot worse than others, right?
Exactly.
But at the same time, we all had those, and we have a right to stay in this path and follow what we supposed to do. Through our sinning and everything, we still can help and God see everything. So like for me, bro, hey, it is what it is. That's why I said congrats, bro, because what you doing and how you got there, that's big, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Before we get out of here, I just want to ask, so how's life after the NFL, and what's your endeavor? What's your new path now?
Right now, so when I stopped, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard for me. You know what I mean? As far as what I do, I started school and got my master's and stuff while I was actually still playing in the NFL.
Wow,
I went
man,
back and got my project management master's, and then I had like a green sustainable certification, and then I went back to school maybe a year or two ago, and then I'm doing architecture. So I was starting my own company. I had started my own renewable kind of energy efficient, like renewable, sustainable energy and all of that stuff. I started my own company, and what I was trying to do is flip homes, but make them more renewable. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
I have a goal, a plan, and I write stuff down and stuff like that too. But now I'm in the process of just getting my architecture master's right now from ASU Online. Yeah.
Man, that's big. That's big.
Yeah.
Well, man, good luck with everything. Many blessings. I mean, it sounds like you really know what you want out of life, and you're really moving in that direction. And I just appreciate being able to have this conversation with you, because every time I talk to someone like you, I just get more inspired. You know, when I talk to somebody who's on their path to greatness, and they're following on their intuition, they're going, it just makes me feel even better to keep pushing on. So congrats on everything you've accomplished. You've inspired many people. You know, I didn't know Niagara Falls lit the lights up in Green Bay colors for you.
Yeah. Hey, man, and they gave on my day, man, they made my birthday kind of like a Niagara Falls, James Starks Day type of thing. Lit that bad boy up green and yellow.
Wow.
Every year, I think at the same time, they do the green and yellow. They light the falls up every year.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's huge, man. Congrats on that, man.
Thank you.
Well, hey, man, God bless you. Keep moving forward. I really appreciate you taking the time to come and talk. It's very humbling. Like I said, for multiple reasons. Business aside, I'm a huge Packers fan, man, and I spent many games rooting you on and rooting the whole team on.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Brody.
Appreciate you, man. You have a blessed day, and I'll get this out to you when it's out.
All right, man. God bless, man.
God bless you too, man.
All right, congrats.
All right. Thanks, man. Right. You too.
Thank you.
Peace.
You can't control how you came in this life. Just make sure your ending is nice. That's the winner's delight. Take flight, keep your vision in sight. Be different, that's my only advice. Yeah, you can't control.